welcome to Mix It Up with Veranda Social. My name is Eli, I'm the lead bartender here at Campground and our sister restaurant, Saltfish House, and today we're going to be talking about how to make a punch. So, the history of punch is a little bit muddled just because it's such an old cocktail, and even like the origins of the word is kind of a shrouded mystery. People say it's from the Hindi word being five, talking about the 5 basic ingredients. What we're talking here is spirit, sugar, fruit, water, and an herb. And it's not a built-to-order cocktail. That's much more of a modern thing. These bartenders just used to make these giant batches of all of these ingredients. And it's kind of theorized that one of the ways it came about was because of traveling all around and to kind of help preserve stuff. Like, you couldn't really take wine and beer very far. So people kind of tried to reverse engineer a bottle of rum into wine. So they're like, hey, let's add some fruit to it. Let's add some sugar. Let's add some herbs and see what happens. The bartender would just make a big old batch at the start, kind of a big old barrel style, and then just serve it up right there. It's kind of a fun thing. You just sit around the table with this giant punch bowl and just serve up all your friends. So the punch we're making today is one of our mainstay of cocktails at the Salt menu, whereas Campground has a rotating punch. So for the Sunset Punch, we need bourbon, green chartreuse, sugar. For our fruit, we're doing orange and lemon. 2 types of bitters, Angostura and orange bitters. And finally, a little bit of mint tea. One way to kind of know your ratios for ingredients for the punch is there's this really fun rhyme. It's 1 part citrus, 2 parts sweet, 3 parts spirit, and 4 parts wheat. The first part of the process that we're going to do for a punch is we're essentially making like a dirty oleosaccharum. Oleosaccharum being this process where you take a bunch of fruit peels and add sugar, and usually you let it sit overnight and all the sugars extract the oil and you end up with this really nice liquid. It's also called garbage gold because it's like, what are you going to do with all these fruit peels? Alright, it's that sugar good. But instead of letting it sit overnight, we're just going to peel it all and then just muddle the sugar all into it and just get some milk working and make the process go faster. One thing to mention too is when you are doing this, you want to try to get the least amount of pith possible. You know you're doing it properly and the fruit's feeling all oily and slimy in your hands. So you kind of know you're done enough muddling and put enough elbow work in when the sugar starts to like kind of soften and stick together. But most importantly, you get a beautiful rich smell of all the citrus. It's honestly one of my favorite parts of the whole process. It's okay if you still have a little bit of loose sugar, because we're going to be adding some hot tea to it. So it's going to kind of melt all that sugar and help incorporate it into the cocktail. Alright, so now that we have all our fruit properly juiced, our tea is also ready to go. So we're just going to pour it straight in there. Mixture is all incorporated and our sugars are all dissolved. We're just going to filter out all our peels and tea bags. Usually at the part of the process, I like to add bitters and then kind of give it a taste to see how the punch is doing. If it needs anything, it's more acidity, a little bit more sugar. I mean, bartending just like cooking. Taste as you go, season as you go. It's your palate. Cool. Give it a taste. It tastes great already. Also, you know, want to make a non-alcoholic cocktail punch? Like, you can just stop here. This tastes beautiful as is. You know, this ain't your regular store's Hawaiian punch. Now we're gonna add our chartreuse. So again, most of the punches we do here at Campground Salt, we always have a primary liquor and then a secondary liqueur. We're not gonna use this whole bottle. I'm only gonna use about a third of it. Again, like I said before, it's kind of a taste thing. Like, add some, give it a taste, see what it needs. all done, let's give it a try. Ah, so great. It's got a nice balance of fruit, sweet, green chartreuse that really go well together, especially with a little bit of garnish helps pull that out a lot more. There's that nice kind of herbality from the tea that's kind of aided by the green chartreuse. Almost doesn't taste like I'm drinking it bourbon at all, honestly. Delicious, refreshing, goes down really easy. If you like the sound of this cocktail, you got it on the menu in Salt, get it any day. Or if you like the sound of a punch, but maybe not this one, Campground has a rotating one out every week. Well, thanks for watching. Again, I'm Eli. Feel free to come by me at Campground in Salt. This has been Mixed Up with Veranda Social. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.